Some of the backers in Japan also claimed that the life was much shorter than what was expected. And I think, that may have something to do with how you use the tool. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely, yeah. You're not cutting the aluminum, you're fracturing it, and then you're tearing it. And so what's happening is that dull edge punches through, makes a pierce, and then as you pull the tool through, it's essentially splitting the aluminum ahead of the cut. And the intent there is to prevent sharp results, etc. And so over time, people have stated that they believe the tool's dulling and that it's not as easy to use. What we think could be occurring in these scenarios is two things. Number one, the product definitely has to be soaked in warm, soapy water every so often, because when you go to open a can, whether it's soda, less so if it's non-alcoholic seltzer, but if it's a soda or anything that has a syrupy, sugary base, the pressure that occurs when the puncture sends that spray back towards the blade and kind of gets in behind the blade. And then we've noticed there are times where the blade is completely seized and doesn't rotate. But if you soak it under warm, even hot water with soap, rotate the blade, try to clean it out, that it improves the performance significantly. If that is done and it's still showing signs of wear, it is likely that it is that the pressure of squeezing the handle causes the bearing surface that blade rides on to wear down over time. And if that's what's occurring, or a combination of those things, and I think the tool just degrades. The performance of the tool will degrade sooner than later. So
I see. So just to summarize, one, every so often after you use soak in warm water to let loose the rotating sort of blades. And then the second sort of tip was to use it gently, not to put too much pressure when cutting it.
Yeah, I think what for those that have used it enough, you start to find that there's a sweet spot. If you squeeze harder, it works. It doesn't perform as well. If you don't squeeze hard enough, it just doesn't work. So it is kind of figuring out where that sweet spot is. It's the Goldilocks zone, as we say it here. It's trying to find that area. But I do believe that when we go when the Japanese market has the opportunity to try the Lift, that they're going to notice a big difference. You don't have to try to find the Goldilocks zone, the sweet spot. It's a far more intuitive product. So
cool. Are there any plans to increase color variations?
Yes, colors is obviously an important point, which we believe now going into 2023 is a good time for us to do that. And then what colors, and relatively neutral. So we've discussed maybe a white tool with a silver top and silver handles. What was interesting when we did these in 2021, the very first drop we had done, we had a 45% returning customer rate, which was amazing to hear that, out of our email list, and those that have bought, 45% of them came back just because the color was different. And I'm very boring when it comes to these things. I don't, I look for functionality and not form per se, but it told me that the general public wants, they want color variation. They want to put their own personality into the product.
Got it. Good. There was another question that is there any plans to make draft top electric?
So there are. That might be a little bit further down the road, but it is something that we've been looking at for a couple of years now. But the challenges for us is it battery operated? Is it wall powered? And this year, as we're moving into hopefully commercial environments with restaurants, bars, stadiums, and then it becomes a question of limitations. How close to an outlet do you need to be? So I think at some point in life, it would be great. You could just put the can up, it does it, and take the can back out. And and I think it'd be the best experience for the consumer at that point.
Great. Well, thank you so much. And we would love to welcome you at one time in Japan.
Oh, I would love to go. I would love to go. Yeah. At some point soon, maybe this year, maybe the end of this year, I think would be a good time.
Yeah, that'll be good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's been quite I guess a little bit more than 1 hour. but I really enjoyed talking to you and listening to all
Likewise.
the great plans.
Yeah, thank you. Likewise. Thanks for the opportunity to do this as well. So I really hope the Japanese market receives this well and feels like they're a part of the journey.
Great. Thanks so much. I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, good.
Right?
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye.